Well, 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 you're back. That's good news. What's for dinner, you say? It's going to be fried pork chops and mashed potatoes. I got some new potatoes at the grocery store. So I thought I'm just going to leave the skins on, put them in my pot, cook them up, mash them, and we're going to have our supper. So come on along with me as I pan fry some fast fry pork chops that I got at the grocery store. I'm like, sure, why not? I really enjoy pork chops. There's our potatoes. We'll get some salt on them and some hot water and get them boiling. A little bit of salt. And I'm not sure what else we'll put in them. I might even, I guess I've got some garlic sitting here. I'll put some garlic in there. And then when I mash them, they'll have a nice garlicky flavor. And potatoes, we'll put in a couple cloves. That'll be tasty. Well, the potatoes are boiling, so let's get these fast fry pork chops out, and I'll put them in and get them started. They don't take very long. Well, and all else fails, you get scissors out. They trim them up nicely and quick. So you'll take that bit of bone off also. Okay, bit of salt and pepper. It's one of my favorite meals my dad used to make. Never boiled potatoes or anything. He'd just fry a couple pork chops, and then he'd have a nice couple slices of bread and butter. And that's one thing, is a kind of a go-to comfort food for me to remember my dad by. Was a nice fried pork chop and a slice of bread and butter. But I have potatoes cooking with tonight's meal, and cream corn, which I like to put on top of my mashed potatoes. Kind of funny, but that's the way I like to do it. But anyway, it'll be a very simple but hearty meal, and a few wedges of tomato on our plate, just for some fresh veg. Let's turn them over. Nice little bit of a golden fry to them. They won't take long. Even though I have my cast iron pan at low, they are sure sizzling. Boy, that was a rocky ride over here. What's for dinner? Pan fried, fast fry pork chops, cream corn, and going to be mashed potatoes that has garlic in it. I'm going to add some onion in here now to add a little bit more depth to the flavor of these pork chops, and cook them up. Should be a tasty supper. Simple, farmer food, but tasty. Do you cook simple meals, or do you cook complicated meals? I try to make mine as simple as possible, as few dishes as possible, and yet tasty. Nothing has to be overcomplicated, but yeah, I try to keep it simple, and I use a lot of leftovers and cook larger meals and then just reheat throughout the week. Saves money and time, and then you can get a good sale on something. These were 30% off, the pork chops. Like, sure, that works for me. I enjoy a nice fried pork chop. So yeah, I try to cook simple meals, but tasty and filling and hearty. Always a good protein and a veg. Try to put some fresh vegetables on a plate. just to make it a little bit more eye appealing, and then some pickles or something, homemade pickles. I think we'll get some pickled beets on our plate tonight. I want to make sure the little pork chops are cooked, but they're so thin I gotta watch I don't go right through. That says $1.99, $1.95, $200. So I'm gonna call these pork chops cooked. Let's plate up. So the potatoes are boiled. We'll put some milk in there and some salt and pepper and mash them up, get them nice and creamy. Life with an ostomy. I don't use butter, hardly ever, because it'll make my ostomy leak. So I try different things. I just use more milk or half and half. Gives just as nice a flavor rather than all the butter and all that extra stuff. That way I can sleep at night knowing I'm just dandy and nothing's gonna leak. I hear somebody going, "Egad, she left the skins on." You want to believe I do. That's what my dad used to do and my mom. Why would you take the skins off? They're the real thin ones. They're new potatoes. Okay, all the mashed up potatoes. Let's plate our food up. Okay, we're all plated up. A nice little fast fry pork chop, some mashed potatoes with garlic, pickled beets, pan fried onions in the meat juice, and a few sliced tomatoes. I'm thinking that should suffice the body for tonight. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Blessings to you and your family. Bye. One of us has the fried onion, the other has the cream corn. Cream corn on mashed potatoes. Oh my word. What a comfort food. I really enjoy that. Anyways, we're going to eat our dinner and enjoy the evening and a movie night. Catch you later. Bye.